Good evening, everybody. Do you like my reindeer ears? They'll probably fall off in a minute. And my mad hair. I need a haircut. Ignore the haircut. Ignore the bad wallpaper as well. We have just moved in a few weeks ago. I haven't decorated yet, but the office is coming together. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Picnic Table Chat Show. This is the rescheduled one from last night. This is season 6, episode 16, well into like 100 or 200 episodes of this now. Absolute madness. Make sure you go back and have a little watch through because we've had some crackers in the past year. Talking about the past year, who's looking forward to Christmas? It's nearly over. This year has been a very trialing year for us, we could say. We've moved several times. It's been an absolute nightmare, but we've pushed on through, mainly with the support of all you amazing viewers and obviously our awesome sponsors as well. Without them, we probably would have broken down in tears many, many times. Are ants fine with springtails? Yes, ants are fine with springtails. You'll find some ant species will chase them down and eat them for some reason. I had some Lasius niger, the black garden ants, and they would eat every springtail I put in, and it was so annoying. But in general, ants are fine with springtails and isopods and most things like that, especially captive bred ants, which get used to like getting fed, pre-killed and stuff like that. They tend not to go hunting that much because they know they're getting their food anyways. But anyways, so we're gonna do a giveaway in a minute. We're gonna talk a little bit random stuff first, see if some more people join in at 6 p.m. and then we will do the giveaway. We've got 3 prizes tonight. Some of the prizes, like I said, we've added like 40 new products to the website, or going to be adding, like they're coming on. Details are going to be uploaded soon as well. You know how it works. There's loads of new stuff on the website, so check that out. Loads of new nests. We've got ants coming on soon. Loads of new stuff. Loads of bioactive stuff, bioactive packs, mystery boxes, all sorts of cool stuff is on the website now. That will be available when we reopen, like mid-January, and it's going to be awesome. We've even got a new barrier. I'm really proud of the barrier because I've used the barrier for years and it always confuses people a little bit. So I just thought, let's just make the product and let's just do it. And yeah, so I'm happy with that. Like I say, we've got some really cool new products. One of those new products is our mystery boxes. In these mystery boxes, you get your ants, you get, I'm not going to go into details, but you get a few cool things in your mystery boxes, everything you sort of need for that first setup, and a few small gifts and stuff as well. It's valued at about £35, but I'm sure there's a lot more than that in it. I don't know, I haven't even worked out yet. And we do have the premium option as well, which is £50, where you get a slightly more expensive ant colony, basically, and more stuff like that. But we're giving away the standard today, as well as 2 £20 gift vouchers on the Ants on the Rock store. Let's have a little talk about the ants first, because I know some of my viewers just want to watch the ants. I'm just, I haven't got, yeah, all right, it is the Southwest accent, right? I come from the Isle, I live on the Isle of Portland, right at the very bottom of Dorset. Like, we're hanging off the coast. We're like 1.5 miles, 2-3 miles off the coast, and it's connected by this little Chesil Beach, they call it. One singular road on and off the island. When there's a storm, they lock us down. We're screwed. As you can see, the Wi-Fi signal is really bad here. I live on an island. Yeah. 300 and odd miles away from Sheffield, just so you know. So when I go to the Sheffield event, that's a big old trek for us. But it's got to be done, you know, it's got to be done. But so, yeah, so people say I've got like a mix between farmer and they can't quite work it out. I don't say certain letters, like I miss out the T's in chocolate. And I thought, yeah, see, I'm really bad with accents. I can't even understand like Irish accents and stuff like that. I'm Irish. Not a clue. So anyways, let's talk a little bit about the ants. The tank you were viewing before, you can see it behind me. They've got their, we'll try and do, no, there. That's their little bridge going between the 2 tanks. It's absolutely awesome. A little bit scary for the first day or two. Everyone's first question is, don't ants fall off or jump off? No, not a single one has yet. And as if anyone's been watching these streams, you know these ants have been getting out for like the last year or so. Anyways, they've got a wire literally leading out of their tank, straight out of the pond, and they just climb out whenever they want. So it's sort of moved the traffic away from the pond area, and we're actually finding less are escaping, which is quite nice. I think the wife appreciates it as well. These antlers are doing me like that. I will get a haircut soon. Like, it's getting a bit wild, isn't it? But like, I always used to get a haircut before I do any big competition back when I was doing strongman and boxing and stuff. Obviously, I haven't competed for like nearly a year now. So my hair's just kind of been going whatever. It's not grown as fast as it used to, I will say. I used to be thick, and I'm definitely getting old. I feel old anyways. Not that old. So yeah, the Polyrhacus dives, absolutely spectacular. They seem to be doing really well. The acorn ants are still in there and alive. No issues between them. Normally you wouldn't keep two different ant colonies in the same enclosure, but acorn ants and Polyrhacus dives seem to be okay. I did know acorn ants and Campanopus species tend to be okay because of size difference, so I thought trying it with Polyrhacus would be a good idea as well. Yes, I am cracking what is it? It's a monster this time. It's not quite as bad as Relentless, but it's still pretty nasty stuff. Don't drink it. I endorse Survivor. Bear in mind, like, sometimes I work like 16, 18 hours and stop. You have somebody to keep you going. Right, so what else is going on in the ant corner? The leaf cutters, if I turn the camera slightly that way, you can see the leaf cutters there. They're doing really well. So I had a little bit of a worry with them at one point. And it turned out that this room was getting really hot overnight. It was reaching like 27 degrees in the chamber, fungus chamber. And that's about 2 degrees too hot. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're dealing with this fungus, it is a lot. And it was slowly killing it. It wasn't disappearing, but it wasn't growing either. You were just seeing that sort of constant going around, nothing really happening. So I've lowered the temperature in this room. I've monitored it for the last few days, and it seems to be doing much better. It's grown more, and like you can see that growth again. So I'm quite happy with the leaf cutters. They are coming to Sheffield as well. So if you come into the Sheffield event, you'll get to see them there. Absolutely awesome colony. And then we're going to talk about the Tetramonium, ones I can't pronounce, Tetbees. Awesome colony. Yet again, they breed like wildfire. They're so invasive. Bit of a nightmare for some people. We've put them into the new formicarium. It's one that they get to dig themselves. They're doing really well in that. They've dug their nest. They've dug pretty much all the way down, and they've started to develop proper chambers now, which is always really cool to see. They've got like different bits going down, and yeah, it's really cool. And then they're connected out to their old outworld, but they're still using for feeding as well. So that's really cool. And I say they're doing well in that. I've just got to keep up that barrier. But I am using my new barrier. And if I'm honest, I've never had to replace it on either of those tanks behind me. I've replaced little sections of it, but I've never had to go around and actually fully replace the barrier. So I'm hoping it will be all right for quite a while. Now, my barrier, I say it's a special. It's got 3 different in there. That are basically ant deterrents. They're not harmful to the ants in any way, but the ants soon realize they don't like the smell, the taste. I don't know quite what it is, chemical trace of it, but they just tend to avoid it. They just don't like it. And if they are ballsy enough to try and walk over it, they can't, because it's a barrier. So it works really well for ant colonies. So yeah, if you're buying ants from me, I do highly recommend using our barrier as well. It's one that I highly endorse. Of course, I endorse my own products, but you know what I mean. It's one I've actually used for a long period of time. I just thought, right, I've got to bottle this and start selling it. It's stupid not to. Right, let's get on with the giveaway. We've actually only got 4 people watching at the minute. That's absolutely crazy. So I'm just going to spend a second knocking everything. Spend a second knocking everything because I'm awesome. Thank you very much, Katrina. I am sweating. So hot in this room. It's like 25 degrees all the time. Right, so I'm just sharing the stream. Everyone feel free to share the stream. We're going to do the giveaway in about 2 minutes. 2 2 minutes.
We're going to do the giveaway.
Whoa.
2 minutes.
That's how much it's lagging. Okay, cool. Right. Just doing it now. Sharing to just everyone. Why not? We should put on some Christmas music whilst we're all waiting. What the hell? Frozy. Okay. Yeah, we probably will be doing ducks. Actually, yeah. So I'm just reading something that came through on Twitch. If you are watching on Twitch or Facebook, you're not able to follow the YouTube chat, but there are people over there if you want to come on over. Whatever, we're on all over the place, and we are very welcoming. This also will be turned into a podcast and put on Spotify, Anchor, and Apple Podcasts. So there's lots of places to listen to this. Still just sharing. If that's you calling your number already, Katrina, you go wait. Just wait a minute. We'll do it in a minute. Hold on. We're getting there. We're nearly there. I've got like 2,000 and odd contacts, bear in mind. So we're getting there. What else has everyone been up to while I'm here doing this? Yeah, I know it's an awful time, but it's pretty much the only time that I can do because everything's just so hectic at the minute. You know what it's like. And it was delayed from last night. And yeah, oh my God, the signal lately has been it's been absolutely awful. Not just awful, it's actually been down several times over the last week. And we've been unable to stream. Our normal chat show times went out the window, but whatever, it's Christmas, I can be forgiven. We've done this for over a year. Everyone knows the score, you know. Right, shared to loads of people. If they don't come in, that's their own fault now. You're building your shrimp aquarium. Is it bioactive or are you going with like fake stuff? I don't care either way, but I love bioactive. Yeah, I love bioactive. Right, let's get on with it. So we've got 6 people in at the minute. That's cool, it's going up. I think the signal will be bad and it's going to lag a little bit, but we'll bear with it. We'll carry on. That's the Portland way. Just crack on with our ways. More chances to win more prizes. Go and get raffle tickets on the website. They're under the merchandise section, or you can find, hey, Scott, thank you very much for coming. We're literally about to do the giveaway in a second. Raffle tickets on the website. They're in the merchandise section, or you can find the link on the main page. Just click the big photo. They're £2.50 a ticket, or £10 for 5 tickets. There's like 500 quid of prizes, 20 different prizes. You can win as many times as your tickets get called. It's not like you can only win once. Only your winning ticket will get taken up. So that's absolutely spectacular. Get over to that if you want more chances to win. Right, let's get this duck race going. Is it up? Like I say, it's probably going to lag, but we'll just bear with it. We'll make it happen. It'll be fine. Let's do a 2-minute duck race. How many people are in the chat right now? We've got 10 people in the chat. So I'm going to put 12 ducks in. If you want a duck, just call a number. First come, first serve. Make sure everyone get going. And then we will crack on. Who hasn't seen this before, it is a duck number. Those numbers are associated with a duck. These ducks are going to be let loose down the river, and whoever's duck wins is the winner. Simple as that. It's a number generator, you know, but it's a fun way of doing it. We like ducks. If they were ants, we would get ants, but there ain't an ant race apparently. There's only ducks. Right. If you haven't got your number, grab your number. You've got 2 minutes of racing. Let's get this race underway. If a number gets a number that hasn't been called, we'll just roll it again. Good luck, everybody. Katrina, if Dawn is if Ted's keeping 3, what number is Dawn? Put that in for me, please. This is for prize. I should have said that as well. The Ants on the Rock standard mystery box. This includes an ant colony startup set for Materium, a few gift things and other stuff in there as well. It's valued at like £35 on the store. It's probably more like 50 going in there. You know, I'm like giving stuff away. I'm absolute number. But yeah, so oh no, still we'll come back there. They are making their way down the river and front. It don't lag for me. It lags for you. It's an absolute nightmare. But that's the beauty of living on an island at Christmas. Okay, I'm going to say Dawn is number 2 because I think number 2's 3. We do some awesome. We quite often just do duck races for fun, even when there's no prizes. Why not? We like a good duck race, Marsh. Oh, right. Last few seconds now. It all comes down to the last few seconds. They're all bunching up. I'm not going to call the winner for about 5 seconds because I think the winner. Oh, right. So I call it number 6. Well done, number 6. I believe that was Scott's inverts. Well done, Scott. You're going to be getting that mystery box from us as soon as postage and stuff sorts after Christmas. Well done, buddy. I hope you're happy with that. That's really cool. That's our first mystery box as well. It's a new product we've got come onto the store 2D. And yeah, you're going to get the first one. I hope you're happy. I am. Well done, buddy. Right, should we just crack on and just do the other two? Whilst everyone's here, let's just go on with it. I never win anything either, so like, I know that happens. It's like, oh my god. Right, let's crack on with draw number 2. Everyone grab another number, keep the same number, put it in the text so I can see it. This is draw number 2 coming up now. Scott, you're more than welcome to keep in. I wouldn't feel bad. It's up to you. We have the race underway. The prize for this one is a £20 gift voucher on the answer store. As well as spiders. So you're going to end up like me, Scott. I've got like ants, spiders, mice, scorpions, roaches, isopods, millipedes, centipedes, everything. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for coming in, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate everyone coming in today. I know it's an awkward time. It's just before Christmas, like middle of the afternoon, evening time, time to sit down for dinner, whatever you're doing, partying. Like, I don't drink, so we don't really do the whole party thing. We get out loads of food and just sort of for a few days, you know. We live up that way. I actually haven't drank for like years, something like that. That's crazy, isn't it? Well, I just don't feel the need. I'm just going to reach this over and just like go. $300 there's 20 score. Yeah, I know. You got once you get into the hobby, I think you just fall in love with it all, and that's why I wanted to be so inclusive at the Sheffield event, because it's not just ants that I love, it's sort of everything that kind of comes with it, you know. There's that whole range of inverts and natural. Right, coming out the last few seconds, I'm shutting up. Now a few seconds before I call it. I'm going back up through the chat. I don't think it was called. It was number one. Number one is the winner. Let's have a look. Going back to the chat. I don't see number one. No, I don't see number. We still got like 12 people, like 12 ducks. Oh, good evening, incredible inverts. Thank you for coming in, buddy. And see you later, Scott. Thank you for coming in. I know you need to rush off. Welcome, everybody. So we're going to roll the second one again. Like I say, if you want to get involved, this is for the £20 gift voucher on the Ants on the Rock store. Just call out a number. We've got 1 to 12 available. Call out your number. First come, first serve. See you later, Scott. Thank you very much. And I will do straight after the stream, buddy. Grab your number. First come, first serve. 1 to 12. Let's get on with the race. Like I say, it might be lagging a little bit, but whatever. We're doing a giveaway, so we really don't care if it lags as long as we can give stuff away. That's what we like to do. That's what I like to do. I'm a nightmare for it. Everyone keeps telling me stop giving so much away, but whatever. You gotta give stuff away because otherwise I don't money. I don't know. Doesn't make sense, does it? Whatever. Yeah, I'm a nightmare. I hate money. That's the thing. I just hate money. As long as I got a roof over my head and food in my head, I don't particularly care. Money's evil. You know what I mean? Necessary evil. I hate charging people ridiculous amounts for anything. But anyway, let's not talk about money. God, it's Christmas. Can't think about money. Yeah, I like to think that what goes around comes around. Exactly. So I've been supported massively by my sponsors, and you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't have survived this year without them, and I've pledged myself to give back to the community as much as I can. I always offer my help if anyone needs something. You know, I'm always there. That's one thing I always try and get across. Is, you know, people have helped me, let me help you, let me do what I can. You know? And like with the show, I've got this show, and I always say, like, bring any posters you've got, any extra advertisements of like things that you're doing and proud of. At the end of the day, let's just, you know, have a great time and show everyone what a great time we're having, you know. Yeah, no, that's I like that aspect of the shows as well, putting a name to your face and whatnot. Most people don't expect me to look like this. I don't know, like, hang on, last 2 seconds. Oosh. Who won that one? I'm assuming Dawn stuck with the same number because she's not in the chat, but we're doing it for her, Katrina. So I'm going to say Dawn won that one. Well done, Dawn. I'll ping it over to you after. Well, actually, Dawn's in our thing. I'll send Dawn a message. That's sound. Awesome. Face only mothers love. Yeah, I know. I mean, my mum doesn't even love my face that much. Like, she'd probably love to slap it. But that's just, That's just the way my mum is. We love each other very much. We will do another race in just a second. Just a few seconds, why not? Yeah, awesome. So I'm glad Dawn's won that prize. I'm glad the prizes are going. Like I say, there are the raffle prizes. The raffle's absolutely incredible as well. The raffle is going to be called at 10 and 15, just after we open on the main stage at Sheffield. It was going to be the end of the day, but we put to the forward first thing of the day so that if you win voucher or whatever, you can spend it at the event, because a lot of the vendors that have donated are going to then, you know what. Like I said, 500 prizes available, so it's definitely worth. You can win multiple tickets. Basically, it's definitely worth getting in on it. I think just out completely, so I apologize. I am talking though, so it's gone. Whatever. I'm back in the room now, as Mitch would say. I haven't been over to Mitch's streams yet. All of you people who watch my streams, where have you been? I keep putting it in the chat. Mitch from Unseen Universe, again, he's coming to the Sheffield event. He's been doing this Christmas fundraiser for money for a special needs school that his autistic son goes to. You know about my daughter Evie. It's such a close that we donated 7 prizes. We bought some tickets as well, because it is such a great cause, and he's raised like $4,000 or something. He's raised a lot of money, and it's an absolute amazing giveaway. He had like 70 prizes. I have no idea like the value of it, but stupidly awesome prizes. He does it every year, so if you missed out this year, you can still get a ticket. You can still get on it. There's raffles and all sorts of stuff involved as well. Every single night on the Unseen Universe channel, check it out. And if not, do it next year, because he'll be doing it again, and we want to make it bigger every year. You know, if you do Mantis Garden, that would be absolutely spectacular. I mean, we do still have a few pictures left. I think literally 2 pictures if you wanted to come over as a trader. But you'd be more than welcome in as a guest. We've got some amazing vendors already coming. 30 vendors. We've got 2 stages. We've got a whole area full of exhibits, like ant exhibits, obviously. It's going to be an absolutely spectacular event. I can honestly say I've worked really hard to sort of like just explode it into something I can be proud of, if you know what I mean. Because we had our first show, and our first show was great, but we did have quite a few letdowns and little things like that. So the second, bought tickets and donated prizes. Yeah, exactly. Mitch's streams are amazing, and they're great fun as well. I completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, even to me, yeah, you're coming all the way from Northern Ireland. It's pretty crazy the distances that people are coming. So yeah, I fully appreciate it. But like I say, it's going to be a spectacular event, right in the heart of the city centre as well. One of the prizes for the raffle actually is a family ticket to the video game museum, which is in Sheffield. So if you won it on the Saturday, you could go there on the Sunday and make like the most of a weekend. You know what I mean? Traders can obviously buy tickets as well. Don't feel you can't get involved because you're trading. That's not who I am or how I work at all. Let's get on with the last giveaway. He's just trying to get out of Ireland. They won't let him leave. So yeah, just chuck in a number. Dawn's number 2 again, because Dawn's not here, but she's playing from afar. Whatever, I don't care. I keep jingling. Can you hear that? Jingle, jingle. I don't normally jingle when I move, so that's kind of weird for me. Chuck in your numbers, 1 to 12. Number 2's been taken. And we are going to get this last final duck race for another £20 gift voucher underway. I'm just going to write this so I don't forget it. Well, I just wrote Scott, but I wrote STOCC. That's not right, is it? Oh dear. Dawn won that one. Okay, just so I remember, because my memory's awful sometimes. My problem is I do like 4 or 5 different things at the same time, usually all the time. So my memory just kind of goes out the window. Right, let's get this race underway. You still this is our last. Good evening, Jenny. Thanks for coming in. This is our last giveaway tonight. We have got the raffle. If you haven't got your raffle tickets, get the raffle tickets. Only £2.50 on the website. You won't be able to buy them at the Sheffield event now because obviously we're going to be drawing it in the morning. So you will have to buy them on the website before the event. There's a big picture on the main homepage. Scroll down, it's right there. Click on that, that'll take you to the link, or it's in the merchandise section on the shop. £2.50 a ticket, or £5 to £10. It's a pretty good visit. There's some awesome prizes there. Prizes I'd like to win, but obviously I can't get involved. Can I get a look? No, I won't. But some awesome prizes. From quite a few different ant stores, other stores. We've got taxidermy there. We've got other stuff as well. Amazon voucher, which you can literally just spend on Amazon on anything. So, yes, really cool prizes. I've been overwhelmed by the generosity of the traders coming. Quite a few of them have just been like, yeah, we'll donate prizes towards that. Last year was awesome. We did have quite a few good prizes at the Bristol event, but this year has just blown it away. Like the event, it's absolutely blow the last one out of the water. A whole new level. We've even got wristbands. Last time we didn't have wristbands. We had a little stamp which we thought about halfway through the event. This time I've got wristbands. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Katrina. See you doing well. Why is my phone not charging? I'll have to sort that out. God. Right, last second. Here we go. Right. I don't know if that's there or not, but Dawn has won both of the gift cards. Katrina, I'm going to read this to you and Dawn to quickly decide. Should we do it again or should we... Screw it. No, she can have both. I'll do another giveaway. We'll do another giveaway. Everyone keep the same numbers. We'll just do another one. Dawn's out of this one because she's won 40 quid now. Because like I said, I'm a nightmare for doing stuff away, but I really don't care. Wow, my shoulder just nearly dislocated. Careful. If you don't know, I've got a really bad shoulder. No, don't worry, Katrina. She's won 2. It's fine. We're doing a third. I've got a really bad shoulder from my old boxing injury. It just pops out from me. Careful. Whatever. But Dawn's out of this one. But she's won 40 quid voucher. Merry Christmas to her. It's fine. I don't care. That did, and it might be that the early access tickets will be receiving lanyards. There's like 10 early access tickets left. If you get them, you get in 45 minutes before the crowd. They'll probably get lanyards. They might even get a small gift or something, but it's not something I'm going to be getting because we could be reaching a capacity. Like, I'm not going to say our capacity because I don't want to jinx it, but if we filled out, I ain't giving everyone a lanyard because there's just so many lanyards that I can't, like, I don't have that many hands. It's a lot. You know what I mean? Without knowing the exact numbers of who's going to be turning up, because you can buy tickets on the door and whatnot, I just didn't think lanyards were worth investing in this time. Wristbands for sure, but obviously I could track the number of early access tickets sold, so we could do that. But I mean, you've been pretty busy to some of the extra information anyways, so you kind of know what I've been up to and things that have been going on. The speakers, oh my God, the speakers. We have like 4 or 5 different professors coming in. They know way more than me. And number 6. Mantis NI, well done, Mantis NI. You have won a £20 voucher on my store. I'll give you a little message after this stream. You hate the number 5. There's always next time. We do giveaways quite often, and I plan to do a lot more in the coming year. Now our shop is got a lot more going on. We can tend to give away more stuff, can't we? Right, I need to hide that one because that was in my face. Look, that box behind me, just there, that's my centipede. But you can see a nice bit of substrate there. He's got about 8 inches of substrate. And then he's got so much box, he ain't getting up that side. And then even if he does, we've got a printer on top. He ain't getting out. Because most people worry about the centipede if he gets out, etc., etc. When you feed him, he can be quite fast. But like I say, he is not gonna. Thank you very much, Mantis Garland. That does mean a lot. He's not going to be able to climb up those sides, is he? He's not that big. Well, he is big. He's a big centipede, but he's not big enough to come up those sides. I've checked. He can't do it. So I'm quite confident. Like, I can leave the lid off quite confidently, but obviously I don't. Yeah. Centipede. Cool. I like my centipede. He's really awesome to watch. Like, I don't have many things that I do live feedings with. I don't do live feedings with the ants, apart from the bullet ants, which are up there. So it's kind of nice to have that differentness. You know, I'm not really into killing stuff for fun or whatnot, but obviously it is a necessity to give him live food, like the bullet ants. And it is exciting to watch. I'm not going to deny that it's exciting to watch. But it is not something I tend to do with most things because we don't want to kill things for fun or for views. That's just not who I am either, you know. What else have I got to talk about? I've got all sorts of stuff to talk about on my little listy list. You know what my list's like of things to talk about. They can go on forever sometimes. We're not going to go on forever tonight. I'm not going to hold everyone about at Christmas because, like, yeah, it's Christmas. We want to get back to our family, friends, and away from my ugly mug. I haven't been actually on camera for quite a while now. It has been a bit hectic. Like I say, we moved on like the 1st of December or something stupid. And it's just, I got really ill and then I've just been working my butt off since. It's been absolute madness. And like I say, the wallpaper needs changing. But quite frankly, I don't care. Like, the amount of times I actually look at wallpaper and take it in is so rare. It's like, now it's probably the most I've ever looked at it. I'm facing out of a window, right? So my desk is here. The window's right in front of me, like here. And I've got the whole sea view all the way down the south coast. I can literally see like 70, maybe 100 miles on a clear day, all the way down the beach. You think I'm looking at wallpaper? So you know, it will get done eventually, but I'm not too bothered. And to be honest, it's going to be a nightmare because I'm going to have to move all the tanks out and that one behind me with the bridge and a bit of a nightmare. Okay. Right, okay, well, that's up to you, Katrina. But whatever, it's happened. It's happened. Right, so what else have we got to talk about? We have loads of new nests on site, loads of new stuff. You can pre-order them and they will be available mid-January. They are from another supplier. We have worked together on this and we're developing some cool new stuff as well. And it helps him out as well as helping me. You know, it's all about that with me. So we have some cool new nests on the website and other cool products, bioactive packs, the cameras moving. Loads of new stuff on the website. The ants will be uploaded soon. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but again, you can start pre-ordering lots of these items. Our new barriers on there, the new ant candies. We've got a new flavor coming out in January, just in time for Valentine's Day. Can you guess what it is? Strawberries and cream. So we got strawberry, we got mixed berries, we got strawberries and cream, and we are just about to receive our FSS approval, which means we are fully able to like give it to people, basically. Like, Yeah, that's pretty cool because we do have a few other ideas, and we've heard of people using it in icing. So they've been putting a couple of drops of the sugar snap stuff, sugar syrups into the icing, and it turns the icing red, and it makes it taste like strawberries. So fair enough, whatever. And yeah, so there's a few different applications for it. Other people have been using it for other inverts as well. Turns out darkbin beetles, even millipedes have quite been enjoying it. What species do I keep, Bamboo? Are you talking about ants? I've got quite a few different species. We've got Polyrhacus dives in those two big tanks behind me. We've got Acronomex octospinius, trapjaws, Asian bullet ants, 3 different monomoriums. We've got Lacius, we've got Nigers, Emigratus, Flavus, Barbarus, Structa. I can see one running about right now, which is out of their enclosure, so that's not great. I'll sort that in a bit. I'm not going to go around showing off all the colonies right now, I'm afraid, just because I can't be asked, to be honest. There's loads of videos. Check out the videos. We're heading towards the end of this stream, I'm afraid. I just can't do it right now. Yes, exactly that. Incredible inverts, exactly that. We're finding out that loads of different inverts are actually really enjoying the sugars. They are literally just sugars. Anything that enjoys sweet things is going to enjoy it. Beetles and all sorts of stuff. How do I keep my trapjaws? They're in a completely natural big tank formicarium. Very rarely get to see them unless it's feeding time. To be honest, they're one of the most boring colonies I have. They are cool when you see them, and their mouths are very cool, but they're subterranean, you never get to see them. I did actually build a cavern system into the tank so I can see into their nesting area. And again, they don't really do a lot. They just kind of chill most of the time. And that's when they're in that section. Sometimes they're in other sections and I can't see them at all. But yeah, tractors are cool, but again, they're not that exciting. In the grand scheme of ants, they're just not that exciting. I much prefer something like my Polyrhacus dives spanning between the 2 tanks and stuff, But see you later, Mantis NI. Yeah, mantids love sugar. Yeah, so it's surprising. I think the trapjaw colony is around 200 workers or so. It's hard to tell. I know they don't grow to a massive size, this species today. But I'd say they're probably about as big as they're going to get. Let's go to Pendra. Yeah. See, what else has been trying it? We tried it with. I've heard of someone giving it to the butterflies. Was it butterflies? I can't remember. Something like that. And yeah, like I say, it's got some really cool applications, this syrup. It's not just for ants. So if you do get some of that, don't feel it's useless if you don't have an ant colony, because we do give that away just as a nice little giveaway quite often. I've completely lost where I was. Brain's just gone blank. Where's that? Haha. This will sort me out. I started at about 5:30 this morning after going to bed at about 3:30. So brain's just gone. Yeah, anything that enjoys honey, really enjoy it. So bees, in the summer when the bees were really struggling, bit of ant nectar, sort them right out. Honestly, I was doing it this year, and we were still going through our trial period at the time, so it's not like I could sell it at the time, but yeah, it worked really well, like surprisingly well. Because you just give them a little bit of sugar syrup and it perks them right up, basically, don't it? So just give them a little bit of the sugar syrups, and yeah, happy days. So we are currently not shipping. I'm sure everyone. Yeah, there's going to be loads of awesome ants at the show. I'm bringing some awesome stock. I know a few other people are bringing ant stock. Obviously, it's an ant show, so we're going to have ant supplies there. We haven't gone all out on ant supplies, though. There's a good range of everything available. But yeah, there's going to be some awesome ant species that I myself are going to bring. So come check out my stall. I might be manning it. I might have the wife manning it. I might have a member of my staff manning it. I'm not quite sure yet. Obviously, I kind of want to be there to run the show rather than running my stall. But hopefully the show won't actually need that much managing because I've organised it really fluidly this time. And I do have my staff, my amazing staff, to keep things going for me. But yeah, so check out the Ants on the Rock stall. We are right by the main stage. There will be maps of the show posted very, very soon, probably in the next few weeks after Christmas. Shows you where all the vendors are, shows you where the stages are, you know where you're going to be. You know, it's just handy to have a map, isn't it? So they're going to be posted real soon. Like I say, we are not shipping at the minute. Shipping starts again on the 9th or as soon as weather allows. Sheffield is February the 11th. Yeah, February the 11th at Victoria Hall, right in the city centre. No, February, not March. Right opposite the Crucible Theatre, world famous theatre, absolutely awesome. And let's say Victoria Hall. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, as soon as the weather allows, because obviously we can't send ants if it's really cold. We can send them if it's temperatures like this, but anything below this, I'm not really happy to send them. So yeah, but all the other stuff will be getting sent out, and yeah, you can start pre-ordering now. The chat show will be back on the 1st, literally the 1st of the 1st, 2023. We will be back with a brand new season 7, probably some awesome interviews, giveaways, chat, random stuff, fun games. We have some new stuff coming to the chat show as well, some new plans that I've been working on, developing in the background in partnership with a couple of other people as well. Merry Christmas to you as well, buddy. Thank you very much. I've never been to Sheffield before, Mantis Gardens, so it's going to be a new experience for me. Literally never been up. The furthest I've ever been up was the other day. I come up to Nottingham and then I drove back down. That's the highest in the country I've ever been. So it's going to be interesting. I live right down the bottom. It's like a 300-mile drive there and then another 300-mile drive back. Craziness, but we do it for the love of the hobby, don't we? It is going to be awesome to meet everyone, isn't it? It is going to be awesome. So what I was going to say something and I've lost it. Pre-order stock, break, shipping restarts. Oh, if anyone's packages still haven't turned up, it's really not cool. Because I sent stuff ages ago, which we're still waiting on a few things. I have a feeling they've like lost a whole bag of my mail or something because we're waiting on a few. If you are still waiting when we reopen in January, I will replace everything. Absolutely every order, whether it comes or not. After that, I don't care. No one gets screwed over. No one loses out. That's not on. Just send me a message if you're missing something and I will sort it out. I'm a limpet. What? Because I hang off the bottom? More like a tick. Sucking the blood. Up in Manchester. So my wife's family from Manchester, and like I can't understand most of you, to be honest. So when we meet, if we meet, I don't get offended if I'm like, what? Because I'm rubbish with accents, like so bad. Like, oh yeah. We'll see how it goes, won't we? I keep hitting this wire. It's because it's right round there. Whoa! Sorry. Nearly lost. Nope. We lost you. You're back. Don't touch it again. My God. Oh dear. Because you're on the rock on the edge. Yeah, I know. It is literally. That's why we're ants on a rock, because it is just a massive rock on the edge of the country. Like the only thing that Portland's good for is quarrying rock. That's all they do here. They quarry rock. So we're ants on a rock. Thank God I've never moved back to the mainland. We've moved twice this year, so we very nearly moved back to the mainland. And then would I have to change my name? No, it would just we'd keep the same name, but it just wouldn't work anymore. But yeah, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. We're just chatting rubbish. Oh, sad news, all my viewers. Take the hat off for this. Manny has passed away. They don't live that long. We all know mantises don't live a great amount of time, but he has lived a nice full life and he has passed away. Um, yeah, all right, yeah. But yeah, so that's a shame. It is upsetting, but I'm not going to cry over it. But it is a shame. Manny has passed on. He was a beautiful mantis. And he was a grumpy little bugger, wasn't he? You know, whenever I took him out to the kids, he'd spend about 10 minutes like out at the shows with the kids, and then he would jump back to his enclosure and be like, "No, I ain't coming out again." And he would be a nightmare to try and get out for the rest of the day. So yeah, you just had to give up for stone roses. Yeah. So yeah, I will be getting more mantises in the new year. Obviously, nothing's happening right now. But yeah, super sad. Super, super sad. On the other hand, we've got about a million giant African land snails, which are freshly bred, hatching from the eggs and whatnot. Some of them are on the store already. I need to start putting up measurements and details and care guides and all of that. But they are on the store for your pre-order, so you can get giant African land snails as well as isopods and springtails and duckling beetles now as well, because we've got so many duckling beetles, we need to start shifting some. Obviously, I've had these under one of our breeding projects, and I am converting a whole nother room for breeding projects at some point. I'm crazy, but I've got the house for it, so this is the way it goes. This is the way. Anyone looking forward to Mandalorian season 3? Oh yeah, not long now. So yeah, if you want giant African land snails, we've got young ones, not quite babies. They're quite, they're getting on a bit. They're about the size of probably a 50p piece. Their shell is now, so they're quite considerable size. You're not going to be able to crush them by accident, which is nice, and they are safe to ship. So yeah, if you're looking for a giant African land snail, they are awesome pets. They are safe to handle, although your skin can damage them if you are rough skinned. So I recommend only holding them by the shell or picking them up on a piece of vegetation, like a lettuce leaf or something like that. You oh, brilliant. No, I'll put some more details on there later tonight, Mantis Garden. Honestly, they are awesome, they're beautiful, and they're amazing pets. I really enjoy them actually, because they grow really large and they're great to see in comparison to an ant, which is kind of, you got to squint. There they are, So yeah, but I'll put some further details on there later for you. I love them. I say they're awesome. They're really pretty, and yeah. So wild snails outside, don't pick them up because everything a snail rolls over, wet hands. There you go. That is the trick. But again, I just don't like risking it. So I get a nice big piece of lettuce, stick it on that. Okay, I don't know. I'm just. You wrote a book about snails. Oh my God. Right. So you could tell me if this is right or wrong then. But from what I know, wild snails, because of everything they roll over, i.e., cat poo and stuff like that, they can actually harbor quite a few diseases. So it's not always safe to pick up snails in the outside. Whereas captive snails, because you know the sort of stuff they're rolling over, it's mainly their own poo, they're safer to handle. And they're amazing pets. They're just beautiful, and they grow to such a cool size. I've got 3 in a big tank, which are like my main 3 snails, and then I've got 4 which are ready to be shipped out at any time. They are absolutely stunning. I'm looking at them right now. Sorry, I just got lost in them. They're absolutely beautiful. And then Salmonella is biggest issues with snails. Yeah, I have heard of that actually, but it's not something I've come across. Like, there's not been a lot of like when I'm reading, you know what I mean? There's not enough detail as to what you can get or that lungworm if you eat one uncooked. There you go. See, things like that. I knew they like it came up that meningitis can quite often be harbored in them and things like that. Can you see? Let's see if we can. Oh, there's one. There. Oh, try and get them to focus. Focus. There. Look how beautiful that is. Yeah, James, we got some cool new ant species coming in January. They will be on the store. Look at that. Let's see, they are so pretty. Look at it. I'm trying to like get it so it doesn't go fuzzy. So pretty. I love the colours on them. Poo all over this lid. Oh. I say they're decent size already. I'm not happy to send them when they're super small because they are quite soft as well. And like they bounce about too much. They might not survive. I don't know. I just don't want to take the risk. I'm happy to send them when they're like this because they're just a bit hardier. Like you can touch them and their shells aren't soft. You know what I mean? They've had a good time to grow. But I think they're beautiful. And if you want something slightly different, why not? They do last quite a long time. They don't have a short shelf life, you could say, a short lifespan. Good evening, Robert, there on Facebook. Thanks for joining, buddy. And it's just something a bit different. So that's over on the other invert section on the Ants on the Rock store. So you can pre-order these for shipping in January. We do have other isopods and other cool things on the store as well, and more to be added. I think we've still got like another 4 or 5 species of isopods I need to add to the store. I've added like 40 new products or something like that. I've just not had the time to write all the details in and get around to it all. It's been pretty full on. I say, what am I on? Like, I don't know. I've done quite a few hours in the last couple of days. Yeah, there you go. 9 or 10 years. See, that's a good time for a pet, you know what I mean? A snail's not for Christmas, it's for life, or for 9 to 10 years, if well looked after. I do know a lot of people won't get them to that age as well, mainly because the size they grow, sort of their environments and whatnot, I think most people tend to drop off at about 7, maybe 8, but you can, they do live a considerable amount of time. Now I'm going to pop this lid back on because although this one's not moving, there's another one in that same container which is on the move. Oh, there you go. Happy. Let's say we've got a few of them. We've got hundreds of babies growing up at the minute, but we do have 4 of that size, which I'm happy to sell. And then I've got my 3 older ones. Off topic completely, but that's fine. I go off topic all the time. Do I have hedgehogs on the island? Now, that is interesting and something I also wanted to know. So, yes, we do. We have hedgehogs, badgers, foxes, and just about everything like that. It actually they migrate over the causeway. It's literally a road and a beach on one side. And they've got trackers and stuff on some of the badgers in town and watch where they go to. And we've been able to track migration patterns, or not quite migration, but they moved from town all the way to the island. And obviously we have had stuff on here a long time. We're not allowed to say rabbit, you have to say bunny. that it's not quite confirmed. What's the word? It's like a old wives' tale that rabbits dug so many holes and whatnot around the quarries that a load of quarries collapsed and killed lots of people. It's absolute rubbish. Don't know where it comes from, but you're not supposed to say that on the island. They don't like it. Say bunny instead. Very weird. It's just the way it is. Portland's a very weird place. Back until about 200 or 300 years ago, there was only 12 families on the island, but there was about 50 houses. So people had webbed feet, put it that way. Like the whole row of houses would be under the same last name, and they were all marrying each other. But that's the way of the island. It's a very weird place. Yes, Simon's got so much interesting information. You know, hedgehogs are so cool. I actually saw an albino hedgehog the other day, and that was pretty cool. Not myself, but I saw it on, I think it was a stream. I have a feeling it might have been Incredible Inverts, actually. I'm not sure. It might be you, Phil. Hang on. Right, yeah, that's fair. See, our island is still connected, and it's sort of, we get other stuff. We've got wild sheep and llamas, which that sort of roam about. What we got? We got a rare ant colony, one of 4 in the whole country, which is super cool. We get very rare birds, actually, because we're right at the bottom. We're in the migration path for quite a lot of rare birds. So we've got a bird sanctuary, and you can see quite a lot here. But no, we don't have. We've got very little trees. I think we've only got like one area of trees on the whole island, and it's not. Yeah, I know llamas, and they're walking about, and they're so cool. And we've got wild goats as well. Wild goats roam about the island, and ducks. We've got quite a few random things. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful island, like absolutely stunning. If you haven't seen it before, Google it. Island of Portland is beautiful, but in winter, like now, like bear in mind we're right in the coast. It is cold. It doesn't snow because there's so much salt in the air, but it's always cold. And when there's wind, the whole house shakes. You got to repaint your outside of your house like every couple of years because the salt just destroys it as well. Oh, rubber duck babies. I love rubber duckies. It is one species I don't actually own, but I would love to one day. We'll see one day. So, we are holding a show in May, actually, in Weymouth. Obviously, just the other side of the water from me. You have to get through Weymouth to come to Portland, basically. So if anyone wants to come to the local area, come down to our Weymouth show. Oh, in fact, that takes me back to a whole other thing. 1 week after our Sheffield event, I am holding a free event at the Weymouth Library. It's just going to be me showing off loads of my different enclosures, giving away loads of free stuff, and meeting with loads of cool people. Why not? It's completely free. I'll be there from 12 till 2 o'clock. If you're in the local area, come on there, grab some freebies and say hello. It's going to be a great opportunity for me to basically advertise my May show in Weymouth. I've also invited my sponsors because why not? You know, like it's going to be another great day. I like doing free stuff. So if you're in the local area, come check it out. And then go to Valhalla for a free session of martial arts because you follow my channel as well. Right, so I've held everyone up for a whole hour now. I said I wasn't going to hold you up for long. Yeah, see, I'm going all around the country now. So why not? I need to get driving. That's my main thing. I need to get driving. One day. Pulling my main deal is I don't know what I'm doing. But I said I was only going to hold you up for a little bit of time. I really do appreciate everyone coming in. You've absolutely been spectacular. As always, I've enjoyed doing this. I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy doing it. You've all been amazing. Thank you so much for your interaction and your support. From me personally, I can't thank you enough. You know, I'm rubbish with words, but just can't thank you enough. Like more millipedes. Millipedes might make it onto the store at some point, mainly because I've got hundreds. I've got like all these different breeding projects of millipedes going on. Why not? Katrina, we did find the chocolate millipede as well. I don't know if I told you, we did find the chocolate millipede when we were moving, and he was alive. So it's all good and all fine, and he's back in the enclosure with the rest. Happy, happy days. Now I am going to let everyone go. In fact, I haven't had dinner yet. I need to have dinner. I've got about 50 million plants to repot, and then I need to top up substrate in that box and build an enclosure there. I've got 3 things of rehousings. Feed that entire section there in an L shape. And I need to replace the leaves and the leaf cutters. And that's just a few of my jobs. So, what else? As I said earlier, if you haven't seen it yet, do check out Unseen Universe tonight. It's about 8 p.m. He'll start streaming. His raffle's absolutely spectacular, raising money for an amazing cause. Honestly, his streams are awesome too. They're great fun, and loads of people, awesome people are there in the chat. So do head on over there at 8 p.m. And if you're there, I'll see you there as well. Massive thank you to all my Patreons. You know how much I love you. You're absolutely amazing. Just with that extra little bit of monetary support, keeping us going in the background, you know. And a massive thank you to our sponsors as well. Valhalla Martial Arts and Answer Us. Absolutely spectacular for their ongoing support of these streams and everything that I'm doing. Can't thank them enough. But really, thank you all for an amazing year, our first year as a store and hosting shows and doing everything else that we do. It's been spectacular. It honestly has, and I can't thank you enough. It won't happen without all of you amazing, amazing people. And yes, James, you do. So yeah, it won't happen without all of you and your amazing support. So I can't thank you enough. Merry Christmas. I hope everyone has an amazing Christmas and amazing year to come, better than the last. And I hope the prices for everything goes down, cost of living gets easier, the Russian war stops, and everything just gets better worldwide. But we can all keep our fingers crossed on that one. If you don't hear from me, but I will send out a message because I'm that sort of person. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I love you all, and I'll be back on the 1st of the 1st, 2023 with our very next stream. So as always from me, I'll see you again soon. Good night, everyone.